Hold on a minute, what's going on? No, wait, no, come back, you silly little strumpet, for God's sake. Don't run off now. I was only joking, for God's sake. I'm not really into that kind of thing. Hello, everybody. It's Megalithic here. And today, in this particular video, ladies and gentlemen, as Rockstar have seen fit for another week not to furnish us with any new vehicles, ladies and gentlemen. We've got no review to put out, so we're going to go ahead and put out a review on, or rather complete my Pegassi collection, ladies and gentlemen, don't you know? Okay, so that's what we're doing this week, ladies and gentlemen. We're over here at the Maze Bank offices, as you can see, and we're going to head on inside. Okay, and that's what we're doing right now. It's jolly good and all that sort of business. Now, I must warn you, ladies and gentlemen, don't speak to my secretary. She keeps a razor blade in her bra. She may try and cut you. Stay in your seat, for God's sake, woman. Sit back down. Yes, for right, terribly unnerving woman she is, always terribly frightful around her. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, nevertheless, here we are, we're at the computer, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to go ahead and make our latest purchase, and that is going to be the Pegassi Monroe, ladies and gentlemen. And the Pegassi Monroe can be found under the legendary Motorsport website, and I lament to have to inform you, ladies and gentlemen, that it languishes way down towards the bottom of the page. Okay, now as you can see, ladies and gentlemen, this video was actually made some time ago when all of the Pegassis were on special offer, and it is in fact the reason why I went ahead and completed my my Pegassi collection at that time, and in fact why I finished with the Pegassi Monroe. Now, as it happens, ladies and gentlemen, I do already own this vehicle, already own the Pegassi Monroe in white, but I keep it stored separately from the rest of my Pegassi collection, so I need to go and purchase another one just to officially complete that collection, and that's what I'm doing right now. Okay, so I'm going to send it on up to the Hillcrest residence, ladies and gentlemen, as we always do, and on this occasion we will be getting there in the Pegassi Reaper, ladies and gentlemen. One of the sort of mid-range Pegassi cars, sort of overpriced in my opinion, but there we go. It does look sort of rather nice though in that matte black finish, I find, sort of looks like a stealth style car, could well imagine Lockheed having a hand in developing such a thing. Okay, well, never mind, ladies and gentlemen, here we are, we're up at the Hillcrest residence, as you can see, and we're going to go on inside. Okay then, ladies and gentlemen, well, here we are. This is the Pegassi Monroe, as you can see, and I'm sure you will agree it is an absolutely beautiful car. I mean, I don't know which I prefer most on this game, either the GT 500 or the Pegassi Monroe, and I have to be perfectly honest with you, I do actually think the Pegassi Monroe sneaks it. In my opinion, ladies and gentlemen, this is the finest looking car on GTA Online. Does look rather like the Bullet, if I'm perfectly frank with you, but there we go. Okay, sort of based on the Lamborghini Miura, one would assume, the Bullet's based upon the Ford GT40, so very similar looking cars in real life. But we're going to take it out onto the street, ladies and gentlemen, and see how she handles. Now, a full disclosure here, ladies and gentlemen, I have to be perfectly frank with you. The Miura is a classic car, ladies and gentlemen, and so, whoops, there's a sodding hell, right, okay. Right, yes, well, right, okay, sort of sodding hell, scraping the back end of it there, really, aren't I? Okie dokie, well, never mind, ladies and gentlemen, we'll crack on, shall we? Now, what was I saying? Yes, the Lamborghini, sodding hell, right, okay, got caught there as well, didn't I? Yes, it's sort of not the best of starts there, ladies and gentlemen. Anyway, we'll crack on. The Lamborghini, sodding hell, right, okay. Right, bloody hell, I'm doing this car a lot of damage. Jesus Christ, look what I've done to that back wing there. Bloody hell, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, not a good start whatsoever, let's be honest. And right, okay, sorry, I'm not going to get round there. What was I saying? The Lamborghini Miura? No, it's not the Lamborghini Miura. What is it? Well, for God, it's the Pegassi Monroe. That's what I should have been trying to say, ladies and gentlemen. The Pegassi Monroe. What can one say about? Well, it is a classic. It is a classic car, ladies and gentlemen. And what that really means is it's going to be relatively cheap and it's going to be relatively awful. That's perfectly the frank truth about it. Oh, sorry, hell. Yeah, that's the truth of it, ladies and gentlemen. The acceleration is going to be lacking compared to modern day or sort of representations of modern day vehicles on this game. The handling will be absolutely atrocious. The Miura's not sodding hell, right? Okay, it's not the Miura, it's the Monroe's. And yes, the Monroe's not got bad top end speed there, really, considering. But nothing really to write home about. Certainly not going to compete with anything like any modern day cars, like I said, to be quite frank with you. Okay, well, oh, Jesus Christ, look at that. Okay, well, it didn't go the way I hoped, ladies and gentlemen, that time, but never mind. It's done the car a lot of damage, so we'll take it on into the custom auto shop, and yes, we'll go and have the necessary upgrades and modifications completed to this vehicle. Okay, jolly good and all that sort of business. So, like I say, the Pegassi Monroe, ladies and gentlemen, presumably based on the Lamborghini Miura, like I say, it did sort of come out of the same sort of time as the Ford GT, you know, Ford-owned Lamborghini at that time, I do believe, you know, so the question is who was sneaking into whose drawing room, you know, and stealing plans and whatnot, and I would very much like to believe, ladies and gentlemen, that of course Ford, the big corporate company, may have stolen the idea of the beautiful designers of Lamborghini, and I may well be right or wrong on that, but my understanding, actually, ladies and gentlemen, is that the Miura came out slightly before the GT, or I mean, slightly after the GT, so it would appear, ladies and gentlemen, the Ford got there first. Either way, ladies and gentlemen, shouldn't be talking out of class, you know, got absolutely no idea what I'm on about, really, but that's my understanding of the situation. Either way, I'm sure you'll agree it is an absolutely beautiful vehicle. Okay, not much in the way of upgrades, as you can see there, just a standard upgrades, no aesthetic upgrades can be applied to this vehicle. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, so yes, here we are. This is the Pegassi Monroe, fully upgraded across the board as much as one can upgrade the Monroe. You know, like I say, can only really change the color there and the performance, sort of, you know, the turbo and whatnot, that sort of performance-related modifications. No aesthetic modifications that can be affected to this vehicle, really. And why the hell would you? You know, it looks absolutely beautiful the way that it is. Okay, well, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. I'm having a slightly better run this time, I'm thankful to say. You know, we're taking it on down here, and whoops, it takes us right, and now I'm hitting lampposts all over the place. Okay, well, never mind. So what can we say, ladies and gentlemen? What do we think of the Lamborghini Miura? Well, you know, you very much get what you pays for, you know. Like I say, it is a classic car. You're not really going to be getting absolutely sort of fantastic performance, top-end speed, or handling. You should really only be purchasing this car for its aesthetic beauty, and that really is unsurpassed, in my opinion, on this game. Okay, well, here we go. Well, there we go, ladies and gentlemen. We have done the first lap, and we're going to take it on up to the track. But like I say, this is a classic car. There's no real point, ladies and gentlemen, putting it up against sort of other cars. It's, you know, it's going to lose, and so instead, what we're going to do, we're going to try something slightly different this week. Okay, this is the Pegassi Monroe versus the Weenie Issy Classic, ladies and gentlemen. And if you're wondering why have we chosen this car to put it up against, then you haven't realised the significance of the vehicle's colour either, ladies and gentlemen. I've chosen to go and put this vehicle in an orange, you know, because of the famous film, The Italian Job. Now, if you're not particularly familiar with that film, then this whole part of the video will be an absolute, will absolutely baffle you. But if you're aware of the film, ladies and gentlemen, you should be aware that at the start, there's a gentleman in an orange Lamborghini Miura driving through the mountains. The car comes across in a rather nasty way. And of course, the other famous vehicle from that film was the Mini, ladies and gentlemen. Don't you know? There we go. Which is what the Weenie Issy Classic's based on. So there we go. That is the Mini versus the Monroe, ladies and gentlemen. And actually, the Monroe does take it quite substantially. But just to point out, ladies and gentlemen, this is a classic car. This really is absolutely not going to beat anything of any substance. And so we're going ahead, ladies and gentlemen, and we're putting it up now against the Weenie Issy Sports, the modern day Weenie Issy, but the sports version. It should be pointed out, and as you can see, ladies and gentlemen, yes, the Monroe isn't going to stand a chance even when Mr. Raccoon goes off the track. I should point out, that is Mr. Raccoon driving all of the other vehicles. You know, his name's the Bromby. He has a channel of his own. It is called the Bromby. If you type that into YouTube, you should be able to go and find it, ladies and gentlemen. Why don't you go and do that? It's got some rather interesting videos. So there we go, ladies and gentlemen. Beats the Weenie Issy Classic, doesn't beat the Weenie Issy Sport. But of course, the end of that film, The Italian Job, ladies and gentlemen, ends with a racer, not a racer, ends with all of the thieves, you know, driving off in a bus, don't you know, that also sort of comes across in a rather nasty way on mountain roads. And so, ladies and gentlemen, we've gone and found ourselves a bus, you know. Mr. Raccoon's got his hands on one, and so we're going to see if the Pegassi Monroe beats a bus, you know. I should bloody well hope it does. Okay, well, yes, quite substantially, ladies and gentlemen, really does. How about that? Well, you know what, I'm sort of now wondering, ladies and gentlemen, is it, you know, can I lap the solid thing? Okay, I mean, I'm rather far ahead of it there, so you know what, instead of taking it down the line, I'm going to try, there we go, I'm going to cut this corner right here. Okay, I'm going to try and get back up right and try and lap the Sonic thing. Prove, buy some, win some points for the Monroe here, buy a bit of dignity back there for it. I mean, not that it needs it, like I say, it really is an absolutely beautiful car. Okay, going around the corner in a shockingly bad way. Okay, and yes, you look at the mini-map there. Yes, I'm not going to catch him out there. Okay, yes, got a little bit ahead of myself there, ladies and gentlemen. Got a bit excited, didn't I? I thought I might be able to lap him, and turns out, no, I can't. Okay, well, never mind, ladies and gentlemen. We're gonna take it on now, ladies and gentlemen. Just sort of bring the video to some sort of conclusion. This is, ladies and gentlemen, the Pegassi Monroe, ladies and gentlemen. As you may well be aware, this is one of our favourite cars on this particular game. A vehicle that Mr. Raccoon likes to refer to as Big Daddy Z, don't you know? And I can't say that I blame him. Okay, well, Pegassi Monroe, ladies and gentlemen, up against the Pegassi Monroe. The Pegassi Monroe retailing for a price of about $725,000. Around about $500,000 was it for the Monroe, something like that? 490 was it? Yeah, I do believe it was. Okay, and as you can see, ladies and gentlemen, yes, the Monroe is absolutely destroying it as we would expect. Okay, well, that pretty much is it, ladies and gentlemen. There is only one more question now, of course, and that question is the Grotti Italia GTO. That is the question, and the answer is yes, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to beat the Pegassi Monroe. The GTO, ladies and gentlemen, is one of the finest cars. Well, in fact, it is the fastest car on GTA Online, in our opinion. You know, not technically in a straight line, but it is around the track, and it's going to absolutely demolish the Monroe here. But I'll take this opportunity, ladies and gentlemen, as we watch it disappear into the distance, to point out one more time that the Pegassi Monroe is a classic car, ladies and gentlemen. You're not really getting top-end speed, you're not really getting good handling or good acceleration. You are only purchasing it perfectly, or purely, I should say, for the aesthetics, and in that area it reigns supreme. Okay, well, we have got one more question, ladies and gentlemen. The question now, actually, we find ourselves asking is, can the GTO lap the bus, you know? As we saw, ladies and gentlemen, I thought I got rather cocky there, let's be quite frank, with the Monroe. I thought the Monroe would be able to do it, but couldn't. It is going to take rather a long time, so we're going to speed up the video here, ladies and gentlemen. But the question we'll sort of find ourselves asking is, can the GTO actually lap it? Okay, we're going around the top end, he'll be coming around the bottom now. If you look at the mini-map there, yes, he's sort of coming, we're passing each other on the back straight down, he's on the front straight, and I'm coming on down, he's now coming around the top of the track there. As you can see, I'm trying to get this vehicle down, and yes, ladies and gentlemen, there goes the GTO. The GTO has just lapped the bus, and we've been trying to pull that sort of thing off for quite a while, just to let you know, and it actually does take a vehicle as slow as the bus to be able to get lapped around there. So it was a wonderful victory as that may seem, ladies and gentlemen. Actually took us rather a long time to find a vehicle that would do that. Either way, ladies and gentlemen, there we go. This is the Pegassi Monroe, don't you know? What do we think of it? I absolutely love the sodding thing, you know, one of my favourite vehicles. Really do like a sodding hell, right? Okay, what bloody hell? What, do you think I'm going to stand for that, Mr. Raccoon? Take that! I'm not going to have your cheek at the end of a video, for God's sake, punching me in the face, making a fool of me, for God's sake, bloody hell! Right, okay, there we go. Yes, he sort of lured me into that. Should have seen that coming, really, shouldn't I? Oh well, ladies and gentlemen, I do hope you've enjoyed this video, and as always, thank you for watching. Actually, it does occur to me, I'm sort of prattling on as I do about completing my Pegassi collection, so I think, well, maybe on the extended video I'd like to take a look at it. So, okay, here we go. First off, ladies and gentlemen, we've got the Pegassi Monroe, $490,000, as you have seen. Next to that, we've got the Torio at $998,000, ladies and gentlemen. Next to that, we've got the Infernus Classic, there we are, at $915,000. Next to that, we've got the we've got the Standard Infernus at $440,000. We've got the Backer next to that, ladies and gentlemen, at $240,000. And that's about it on the, oh, of course, sodding hell, how could I forget? Yes, we've got the Toros at $498,000. Absolutely rubbish. Backer's no good either. Infernus, ladies and gentlemen, surprisingly good. The Infernus Classic, the Torio and the Monroe all suffer from the same problem, ladies and gentlemen. They're classic cars, therefore not very good. Okay, let's take it on up to the next level now, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, we've got more modern ones up here. Now we've got the Tempesta starting, ladies and gentlemen, at $1,329,000, $725,000 for the Zentorno there, $1,595,000 $100,000 for the Reaper, which is next to it. Okay, yes, I'll go a bit past on it. So yes, we've got the first uplifting, that's the Tempesta there, that's the Zentorno there, that's the Reaper there. Okay, next to it we have got the Zorosso, $1,925,000. We've got the Osiris, $1,950,000, and of course the Tesseract, $2,800,000. Okay, Tesseract's overpriced, so is the Osiris, really. You know, what can one say about the Zorosso? God, I love it, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, the Reaper's overpriced as well, ladies and gentlemen, you know, as is the Tempesta down the bottom end there, you know, but what can one say about the Pegassi Zentorno, ladies and gentlemen? It is absolutely phenomenal, you know, for all the money, surely one of the best cars on the game. Anyway, that's my Pegassi collection, ladies and gentlemen, and the Pegassi Monroe. I do hope that you've enjoyed this video, ladies and gentlemen, and of course, as always, thank you very much for watching.